Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is where you're at. Welcome to Modern Marriage. Today we have a special visit for you. So right now we're going to talk about text. We're gonna have a video about Steve Harvey show a lady that's young that's want advice about marriage and relationship, and then we're gonna digest the CA all throughout that video. And guys, let's see what's going on.
All right, Lexi, where's Lexi? I'll take it that's you now.
Hey, Steve.
What's your question, Lexi?
So I've never had a roommate before. Even in college, I lived in a single dorm. But this is going to change because I've been dating a guy for a little while now, and we plan on moving in together.
And you gonna move in together?
Right. So my question to you.
So here's the right of the bat. When the woman say he's moving in, that's a different story. That's a different second step and a third step in the relationship. The first step is a boyfriend and girlfriend stuff. Is as a Christian, as a boyfriend and girlfriend, you do some kissing and touching, but we never go into intimacy. When the ladies say they want to move in, that's mean that barriers will break. That's mean she's being with intimate with the guy. They say 4 years and 2 months. The series that's mean for 2 months, they being intimacy is out of the roof. You know how you first met, and then the feeling is strong, the urge is right there, and then you want to feel like to do it. The reason why she want to, him around to move in with him is because that they feel like they are about to do a great thing, but the realistic is the all part, which is that it's not real, the relationship based on the last but not on love. Because what happened is, at the end of the day, anything can happen when the breakup come along, downside, and then he can easily move out, and then easily he can also, between the relationship, he can easily has another girl pregnant or has another kid, and then married to other person. If you don't marry to a person that's moving in with you, that person is entitled to do whatever you want. He can use you or abuse you. I would say abuse in a way physical abuse. I mean, he abused a relationship in a way he take advantage of a good situation, and then not committed to that situation. That's the way I meant it. But she's about to make mistake. First of all, the supposed a Christian, she's not making it right, because the Christianity is not supposed to move in without being married. And also realistic, because realistically speaking, that's relationship set up for so failure, even though they probably get married after a while. But the thing is, you don't need to move inside in the house with the guy to prove you're worthy to be a wife. The guy will automatically see your wife by the time they were talking on the talking stage and the loving stage. If you don't pass that requirement, he's not gonna marry you. Take about 6 months to 2 years is about that time that the person gonna see how strange you are, how the different characteristics you are. When you move in, that's a different story, because now you're becoming a commitment relationship, and then without the commitment ring, without a proposal, that's where she set up herself to.
Is how do I guarantee a good move-in experience? Because I don't want our living situation to change how we feel about each other.
All
Yes, sir.
all of the grown ass women, don't do it, girl.
That's the best part of that I like about that part, because the elder lady knows do not move in. First is a three reason. One of the reasons that you're not committed. Second reason is that you feel like you have a boyfriend but you don't have a husband. You feel insecure because the guy start talking to another girl. You feel like, is that your wife, is that your girlfriend? And then you probably more emotional because you know you're not settled, and you know it's not a relationship. The relationship is not really committed by a ring. It's not settled down, it's not tied up. But and the third thing is that the worst case scenario is that you're gonna build a relationship with family where you're gonna probably end up with baby mama. And again, you pretty, of course you're pretty, and that relationship is not really built that up, because if you have a kids, a relationship without being married, you set up your whole generation that's coming down to that kind of behavior, because now you kind of transcend that path to that young kids if you're gonna have further down the road if you move in together. So that's the reason the elderly say no.
Don't do it. Listen to me. There is no way it can change the experience. Listen to me. You've known him for a year. It's been serious 2 months. You can't get the milk without buying the cow.
Okay.
Just slow down. Look, you're a gorgeous young lady.
Thank you.
No need to rush it. You haven't had a roommate. Why do you need a roommate now? Keep living by yourself. It'll be just fine. Let his ass buy a ring, put it on your finger, spend a fourth of his income on the value of a ring, let him...
This is the part I have with. The value of a ring doesn't indicate how much love they have. For example, if someone is struggling financially, he's not gonna buy a 25K ring. He's gonna go buy a cheap ring because that person wants to marry. It's the process, it's the love, not the ring. The reason why people put emphasis on the ring because they want to show to their girlfriend and their friend that they have different gold, different diamond, different carat, which is doesn't mean anything down the road if you're not with the guy. And at the end of the day, if the relationship is not pure, is not has the right mindset and has the right commitment, the ring cannot fix it because you can pound the ring to have money, and then when you go home you're gonna be alone. But if you have the man in there, even though he give you a cheap ring, but the relationship is there, you're going all together. At the end of the day, the ring doesn't mean anything. For example, if you go to the hospital, most likely if something happen, you go to surgery, they're gonna take out the ring, and then that's what happen. If the ring lost, you're gonna lose your mind because the relationship is not really focused on the ring. The ring is the reason that he proposed to you. Your ring is the proof that he say yes, that you belong to him and he's belong to you. But the ring doesn't prove that he has money, and then that's no. The ring prove that you are in a committed relationship, and then you should to respect that. Whatever you are doing, if you're about to cheat and then somebody else talking to you, when you look at the ring, you feel like that this is the right thing to do. You're already tied up, you already belong to somebody else.
Prove to you something, put a ring, then y'all can go get y'all a house together. Until then, just stay by yourself.
I totally agree.
You're a pretty little girl. You don't need no rush. Because let me tell you something. You live by yourself, your toilet seat stay down. When he move in, it's going to be up. You're going to be in the middle of the night and fall your ass in that water. He ain't going to shut the cabinets when he go in them. He going to eat the last bit of the food and leave a corn in there. He going to drink the juice out the jar and put it back in the refrigerator. He going to lay his clothes down in the floor. You're going to be picking up stuff you ain't never thought should even be in the damn floor. We hate him, don't we?
I have a part of that because what happened is he's talking about the worst case scenario. Not every man is like that. Some men are out of the house when they're young age, 18. They are fit, they are mentally stable, they clean up their house, and then they clean up everything is fixed, they do the laundry, and even though they don't do that, they can, if they're working, they can pay a roommate to do so. And sometimes most of the guy has a brother or sister or auntie or a mother, they already doing that for him. And then on top of that, you can pay the laundry guy to do the laundry for you, or you can pay somebody to clean up the house. That's not really mandatory. The reason why he said that because he's trying to make him scared that her scared that is gonna be a bad behavior. It's true that it might happen down the road, yes, because what happened is when the guy is being busy working and then he's tired, he's not thinking about those things. He's thinking about the maintenance of the family, stably, like financially. And then you as a lady, you always to nurture that relationship. Is you to nurture the house, is you to clean up the house. You should be found sure doing that because this is a part of the relationship that's the real is for you to clean up the house and the house to be in peace. The clothes can be dirty all they want, and then if you're not really committed and he doesn't love you, he's gonna be able to pick up the slack. It's able to clean up for to make you happy. But if you focus on only the bad thing and you forget about why you are this together, those little things, that the dirty house gonna become an issue for you, and the next thing you're gonna break up a good thing. The house clean is supposed to be not his priority, but you are as well as a priority. And then that's the part I disagree with Steve.
Don't move in.
And that's the video for today. That's it. So basically guys, if you see the woman is a Christian doesn't move in the house without the blessing of God. Is a marriage, which is if you move in the house without the ring, without the marriage, you're committing an fornication relationship. Even though that person you married with has already been married together, and then you moving also with that person, you commit adultery. You got to be careful with that. You got both have to be single, none of you have to be married before, and then to move in and it has a good relationship. Second of all, she's appealing, she's a good looking lady, she's fine, she's nice, but the thing is, down the road, will she be appealing when she get a relationship? Because most of the time when guys become comfortable relationship, they will neglect to their food, they neglect to their diet, they neglect to their appealing, and next thing you know, they digress. And also the R, which is the realistic part, which is the real foundation of relationship, is to be together, to grow, to support, to nurture, to love each other, and not focus on the ring or focus on the house. The house gonna be there. For example, if there's a storm, the house gonna be gone. But the thing is, since you got a good foundation, your husband and wife gonna be strong, and you guys gonna be able to live long. And this was my intake for my video. And guys, smash the like button, subscribe, and share it, and I'll see you next one.